Oh man, who is that? Is that him? Is that the guy? The silly guy? The scary guy? The funny man? Whoa, hey. Relax there, Stephen King. Alright? Calm down before I shoot you with a gun. I'm an FBI agent. Look out. But yeah, anyway, welcome on back to Alan Wake Remastered. I'm hopefully gonna do the DLC, but before I do, I... Hmm. Yeah, wait, hold on. Hmm. Hold on, I gotta pull up a guide because I'm now kind of curious about something. So, Alan Wake, all... What's the, what are those chests called? What are they called? You have it in the statistics. Chest. Okay, they are just chests. I look up Alan Wake all chest, just like photos of the characters' chests. Oh man, that would be kind of funny. All right, so hold on, I'm just double checking here. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. I don't know. I missed one of the chests. I think the guide I was looking at messed it up or something. But I cannot be bothered to go ahead and find it. Maybe I'll remaster this, or I'll replay this game at some point for all the achievements to get a fun little platinum, but I don't know if I will. Honestly, this game wasn't even worth one replay through, but I did it anyway. And am I happy about it? No. Have I done it and I can't take it back? Yes, that is also true. Alright. Well, anyway, if you stuck around for me being boring and you're about to click off the video, before you do you want to hear, like, my not really funny joke about bisexuals? And, just, it's not even a joke necessarily, it's more like an observation and kind of something that I just sort of like, I just sort of believe in my heart of hearts. Uh, for like, I don't know. I don't know if I believe it, but um, you wanna know what puzzles me about like bisexuals is that like how are you really out here in the current day admitting that you are attracted to both genders, but yet you still are on the binary gender kick? You know, it's like, can I be also kind of real with you? I think pansexual is a bad name. Like, I don't know what the exact origins of it are, but it's like, I don't know, it's very common to like pan banging jokes are dime a dozen, you know? Everybody's always banging pans and pots, you know. Oh, me, I'm a pot sexual, and I'm not talking about the kitchen utensil, if you know what I mean. I have a very severe addiction to a a substance. No, it's only a mild one. But yeah, no. I don't know. I find it to be interesting. Like like I don't know. It's like I don't know what it is exactly. Like if you identify as bisexual, what is stopping you from identifying as pansexual? Like do you draw the line at like a non-binary person? If you meet someone and let's say like not even like necessarily related to their identity, but they look androgynous. Are you not attracted to that person as a bisexual person? You know? Because it's like, I don't know, if you ask me, I think like defining sexuality is like, I don't know. I don't think it's something that's necessary. I don't think that you have to be like, oh, here are the type of people I'm attracted to, because it's like, I don't know, it doesn't make much sense. Because like, take me, straight guy, totally straight. That's me to a T. Uh, but it's like, you know, I'm not attracted to every woman. Like, I don't see every single woman. And I go, whoa, I, I'm attracted to them, or you know, I could be attracted to them. Like, no, it's like, I don't know. It's a bit more simpler than that. It's not just merely like, ah, look at that, an additional flashbang for little old me, Alan Wake. But yeah, I don't know. I definitely don't care either way. Like, hey, if you are bi, that's cool. If you're pan, that's even better than being bi, as I've already said. But I don't care. Oh man. But yeah, I don't know. I think the way I explained it at one point at some time on my YouTube channel, uh, it's that like I heard like gender being on a spectrum before I like heard or even thought about sexuality being on a spectrum, because I think that makes more sense. Not that gender being on a spectrum doesn't make sense. I think it's like it's a bit harder to grasp and to understand inherently and quickly. But I don't know. Again, maybe it is just a me thing. But it's like, for instance, you know, kind of going back to my thing, if you're like a gay guy, for instance, you know, definitely not me, or maybe I am. I don't know. Find out by giving me money. If you pay me money, I'll tell you real, true things about me. So that's why I got to keep it a little bit of a mystery. Who knows what I am? Uh, but I am straight. So hypothetically, let's imagine that I'm a gay guy. It's like, you're not attracted to every single like gay guy. And plus with that, there's like the difference between like tops and bottoms and then switches, you know, which is like, I think an interesting concept to think about, because it's like, I don't know, a lot of people associate that with like stereotypical roles, you know. It's like, oh, if you're a bottom, you're more effeminate, and if you're a top, you're more masculine. But like, that doesn't always necessarily have to be the case, right? So it's like, why are we defining this sort of thing like based on these like weird like social concepts that don't actually have anything to do with how people actually act, you know? It's like it's like, I don't know. I was watching a video. I was actually a video by Leadhead. I would recommend checking out her channel. She's got some great videos on there. Uh, but she was talking about like motherhood, you know, and I found it to be like kind of interesting, because there is like a lot that is like said about motherhood, and motherhood is made to be kind of like a big deal, which is not to say that it isn't, you know. But it's like, it's like, I don't know. I find it a little interesting that like it is gendered, and is gendered like unnecessarily and like in like a toxic way, you know, where it's like being motherly and being fatherly are two different things, but shouldn't they be the same thing? Like, if you're being like a good parent, you should be like a good parent no matter what your gender is. You know, it's like, where like mother is typically seen as more compassionate, sweet, kind, caring, loving, all that fun stuff. And then like the dad, the father, is more like stern, uh, discerning, like not necessarily harsh, but maybe a bit more critical, like more willing to like push their kid in the right direction, to be like, hey, come on, sport, you should get up and you should play the game, throw a ball, why not, you know. But it's like, you know, if you had parents, you know that it's not always like that, you know. Like, sometimes you're closer with your dad than with your mom. Sometimes you're like really close with your mom, but then you have like the biggest fights with your mom, you know. Like, it can be a very interesting dynamic. And plus, it's like, so you have a single parent, it's like your parent kind of has to take on both roles of being the mother and the father, where It's like I I don't know. I don't know. I think my point is that society is weird and does like a lot of unnecessarily labeling, you know? Because I don't know. Nothing wrong with labels. Me personally, I love a label. All right, like I love like categorizing things. I was actually watching Dropout, and Brennan Lee Mulligan, one of the best people on the planet, if you ask me. He said something about like Mike Trapp, where they both like taxonomy, where like you can like categorize everything and have everything included in like a specific category with nothing outside of it, you know. And I find that to be like a really interesting thing, and like I'm like, yeah, I kind of relate to that. I like being able to like label things and categorize things and understand things. So it's why with like with like again somebody who is like bisexual, it's like, why do you identify as bisexual and not pansexual? And now of course it can be like a variety of reasons, you know. Maybe somebody is pansexual but they feel that bisexual is accepted than like a pansexual, you know, where it's like where whereas, like, if you tell people, "Hi, I'm bi," they might be like, "Oh, all right." But then if you're like, "Hi, I'm pan," they might go, "What is that? What are you, some kind of queer?" And it's like, "Yes, I am. Thanks for asking." Well, not me, but you know, hypothetically in this situation. Bro, listen, all right. I'm doing an experiment, bro. Look, man, I know we're both guys, and like you know, typically, you know, I mean, some guys kiss, but like some guys don't, you know. But like, let's say for a scientific experimentation, let's kiss. Oh man. Uh, But yeah, I don't know. I just found that to be it got brought up in my mind because it's something I've thought about before. And again, no shade to you. Like I'm not trying to shame you or anything. If you are like a bisexual person and you're like I you know I like men and women, you know, and it's like oh you just like men and women. That's it, huh? There's nothing else. Nobody else that you would be into. All right. Interesting. If you say so. Hey, if you say so, I believe you. Uh, but yeah, I don't know. I think I was also thinking about this in the context of like hear me out cakes. Sorry this video has just been 12 minutes of me rambling. But like people's hear me out cakes are like I find it to be such a weird concept because also I think it's a bad meme format because like I I think like a Jackbox scenario with like hear me out, that might be something interesting where you like have to like pick a hear me out and then give your explanation, actually give a okay, hear me out. You know, because that's like to me where the humor and the funniness of it comes from. But you just being like, yeah, I think the cat from this animated movie is hot, or oh man, me, I like I don't know. I saw one that was like the like Hades and Persephone meeting, and then like somebody was like, "Oh, conceptual," and like, what do you mean by that? Explain. I love an explanation. I love like deeper analysis of things. I don't just love like surface level like meaningless garbage, which is why I really hate TikTok comments, man. I hate them with a burning passion because I'm like desperately searching for like one person that's giving their like genuine thoughts and opinions, and it's like it's never there. It's like if people are giving their genuine thoughts and opinions, they're all stupid, pointless, dumb, and unfunny. Like I'm sorry to say, but you should have better thoughts in your brain. You use that beautiful little pink organ of yours, huh? You know. Now, hear me out. A brain, alright? If you played Fallout New Vegas, you know what I mean. Darla? Is it Darla? I don't know. Is one of the doctors that you like you help her out, you know, get some relief, let's say. It's really strange, it's really funny. But like that's also like an interesting concept. Like if you are only a brain, like how do you get off? Can you get off? Can you get off like only mentally? You know, it's like I don't know. I think it's really interesting because like I think again I'm referring to Old World Blues where in the DLC for Fallout New Vegas there's a think tank with a bunch of like scientists who have put their brains into these like robotic bodies, but like they're not actually a body. It's just like two screens with eyes and then like another screen for the mouth, and that's just like what they are. They're like a brain in a jar with like three computer screens that like simulate a part of their humanity that they've now lost. Uh, as like as I think it's a really fascinating concept where it's like you kind of have to like figure out is like, oh, I think this might be like like you're doing like a weird fetish and or sexual thing with this with one of the robot scientists, and it's like I don't know, I always find something like that to be like way more fascinating than just like, oh, me, I personally I like a buff girl or I like a fit guy. Me, I like me a nice attractive young man and a pretty gal. Like just like yeah, man, that's cool, you know. But it's trite. Been there and done that. All right. Now it's like it's you take your head out. You are a brain in a jar. Like no matter what you do, you cannot think yourself into not being a brain in a jar. Are you still able to like get your rocks off? I don't know. I think it is somewhat a interesting and fascinating concept that I don't know, man. I really don't like the like surface level examination and read of it because it's like I don't know if you want to get deep, go deep. You want to get deep into some, you know. You know what I mean. You want to get deep in between somebody's legs or get deep on a member or whatever you want. I'm not judging you, but like, tell me why. Why do you want to go so deep? Why do you want them so deep in you? How deep can we go on this? Do you want multiple people to be deep with, or is one enough, or maybe one's too many? Maybe you like getting deep all by your lonesome. Is that another sexuality? Can you be self-sexual? It's like I don't know. I don't have all the answers, but I think it's like fascinating to think about because it's like I know that's something I think about sometimes. Is like why do I feel into people sometimes? Like, is it just my brain? Is it just like the way my brain was made, or is it like influenced by like stuff I saw growing up, or is it like I don't, is it just random? Is it just like random chance? Like every person that's born is like a random slot machine of like how your brain will work and why it thinks the thoughts that it does? I don't know. All interesting questions. None of them that anyone on TikTok is actually interested in exploring. I don't know. Maybe they're out there, but I never see them. I used to get some like really cool intellectual stuff on TikTok, and now I don't, and it upsets me. All right, because again, also it's like it's I don't know, man. It's like TikTok, a lot of it to me is just like dart throwing. It's like throwing darts and trying to hit something. And I think throwing darts can be fun, but like it's much better to like take a gun and like shoot to make it sudden and like and I don't know, like interesting with it rather than doing this sort of like boring thing of like it's like, oh, it's a trend, we got to do the trend, everybody do the trend. Like that's also something that like is so odd to me because I like never see it, but they're like I see it on occasion now because like TikTok is just resets my feed, it feels like, which is like here's like TikToks with like hundreds of thousands of likes, and it's just like some boring, mundane, forgettable person doing like nothing Like the worst are where they literally do nothing. There's like a little bit of movement and then like a caption and then like that's it. That's the end of the video, and it's like you didn't have to make a video. You didn't have to post this. I mean, you did, and hey, I respect that. I respect anyone who goes out of their way to actually post something. But you know, once we get past that, could you maybe try posting something good? I don't know, man. All right, I post bad stuff all the time. Listen, my stuff ain't good. My stuff ain't even great. My stuff is awful. It is terrible. It's a travesty, and I wouldn't dare subject anyone to it. But still, I'm trying my best, all right? I'm trying to make something good. I'm trying to do something interesting. And it's like, do people just not try? Do they just not care? Do they know that if they try and they fail, they'll like have to deal with that grief and disappointment? So why try at all? Why care at all when at the end of the day you're just gonna go to sleep and wake up and live the rest of your life until one day you perish? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what fundamentally motivates people. You know, it's like me. One thing that motivates me is I like seeing like number get bigger. Like I love seeing like a big number, you know, where it's like I get more subscribers, I get more views, and I like that. But if it goes down, I'm like, aw, that sucks. But it's like I would rather have no viewers and do something I love and I'm passionate about than have like a billion viewers and do something I hate and I don't like. I don't hold any value for it. I can't be proud of, you know. And hey, no shade to anyone that does do the opposite of me. I'm not trying to shame you or anything. I am just merely trying to. I know. I'm just trying to talk. I'm just trying to think thoughts out loud and share them on the internet to see if anyone else will actually engage in a conversation with me. Because like that is like a fun thing about humanity and social interactions, is like engaging with people, like actually like talking to them. But like it's something you can't do normally. You can't just like go up to a stranger and be like, hey, what do you think fundamentally motivates you? Because you know, when I was much more awkward in high school, I have done that a few times, or I did that like a few times, and then like I don't know. I asked like some like weird questions, and like the one I asked was I was like, so it's like if you knew that killing a person would cause like it would care more about like a fundamental moral stance of like, I don't want to kill people. I don't believe killing people is something anyone should ever do, and I am especially not going to do it. You can tell me that it will save the planet, it will make everything okay, everyone will rise up into heaven, and we'll all be saved. But I will not do it. I will not kill, no matter what, no matter the incentive. And I think that's a fair position. But then someone else might go, well, if it truly makes like everything better, isn't it wrong for you not to? Isn't it evil for you to deny people happiness just because you might have to do something bad? And it's like, where do you draw the line? You know, it's like, are you a utilitarian where it's like you can get rid of 49% of all people, or like 49% of people can be miserable and sad and awful, but as long as 51% of people are having a good time, it's fine. The math adds up, so it's a net positive, even if it is just barely a net positive. It's like, I believe, I would hope that most people would disagree with that they would go, no, I don't think that's right. I think you should strive for a world where everyone is happy, everyone is content, and you don't need to make like sacrifices. You don't need to give yourself up in order to create a better world, you know. But it's like, is that unrealistic? Are you do you not expect sacrifice in order to achieve greatness? You know, do you just expect there to be no cost? Because I'm not saying there should or shouldn't be a cost, but I think it is undeniable that there is a cost. And it's like, I don't know, what price are you willing to pay? What deal or bargain would you be willing to make? But yeah, anyway, so I said that maybe a little less elegantly, and then like the school cop came to talk to me, and then I told him about it, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I totally get what you do." He was super cool about it. So shout out to that guy for just being cool with me, because I'm like, I'm not actually gonna kill anyone. It's like a moral question. It's like a philosophy thing. It's like, oh no, I get you. Like I don't know. He was like entertained by the question. He was like, I was like, oh, okay, I get what this guy's doing. Uh, but yeah, honestly though, my mistake was going up to a bunch of gals and saying that's like a question for like dudes. In particular, if you're, I don't know, even if you're a gal, it's probably not a good question to go up and ask people. Probably best to have like people at least know you a little bit, because like I think the people I asked it, they like some of them were in my class and kind of knew me, but they like nobody really knew me in high school. I was a very forgettable, very absent guy. I like just chilling out, not really doing much, and like having a good time. I don't know. It was nice. The high school I went to, I was by no means like bullied or harassed or anything like that, which was great. But like also like I was nowhere near popular. I was like pretty. I was like not well known, but like I was not hated or anything. Uh, so yeah, I don't know. That's a real story for me. That's a real and true story. You want more like it? Give me money or don't. Hey man, you put enough booze in me, and you have me feeling good and safe enough. I'll tell you anything. You know. Uh, like I don't know, man. I can't think of anything interesting to tell or say. Hence why I like thinking about what other people's perspectives are and how they identify and what they think. You know, where it's like of course the way you think and the way you perceive things and the way you go about living your life is normal, quote unquote, to you, and you kind of would expect everyone else to be the same way, but obviously they're not. You got to develop this interesting little thing called empathy. Don't know if you've heard of it. Unless you're an empath, of course, because then you can just like read people's minds apparently, and that's how it works. So just go around telling people that you're an empath, and people will know you're a good person because you believe you can do something that's like impossible. uh, but yeah, because like I don't know, I think just one last little thing I'll say about philosophy and like with the kind of question of like, would you kill someone if it made the world a better place? It's like it's like I don't know. Let's say hypothetically this person's evil, and it's like, would you do it, or it's like, would you be like, no, I think it's better to like rehabilitate them, or at least try to teach them right from wrong and allow them the chance to improve themselves, have remorse, change for the better, and do something good with their life. I think that's also very like that's like a very noble thing. It's a very good thing. Like I don't know. I think more importantly though, like I don't know, you kind of see this with like certain media where it's like people kind of miss the point of it. It's like somebody who plays like Red Dead Redemption 2 and thinks like Arthur Morgan is this like super awesome badass that like just shoots people with his gun and beats people up, and like he's like totally awesome, bro, and he killed Joel Miller in a second. You do like the power scaling stuff, like that is like teenage brained like mentality, which hey, nothing wrong with being a teenager, but at some point you gotta stop being a teenager and you certainly gotta stop thinking like one. uh but yeah, but it's like, I don't know. Do I still think like a teenager? I mean, I think as a teenager, I think I think the exact same way that I think when I'm 20. But now that I'm like in my 20s, I'm like, I do not think the same way as I think when I was a teenager. And it's like, I think maybe in my 30s I'll think differently, but maybe in my 30s I'll be like, no, I'm pretty much thinking the same way I thought that thinking in similar ways and still like with like still vaguely the same as when I was thinking what and how I was thinking in my 20s. You know, I don't know. I think it's a interesting concept, and I don't know if I ever finished my point, but like utilitarianism is like it's a neat idea, but I think ultimately it's one that like is fundamentally very lacking because like it does not account for like how the world actually is. It's like, yeah, it would be great if you could press like a magical button that like hurts one person and then like makes like let's say a million people like have like the best day of their lives. You know, it's like all you gotta do is hurt one person. It's just for a little bit, just for a little bit, and it's like I don't think that's good. I don't think it's good. You might argue that it's good because, oh, well, it makes more people happy, but it's like, no, you should not be making people miserable, even if it does make other people happy. But, I mean, that is the world we live in. A lot of people live miserable lives, so that way people can live happy, comfortable ones. Like, and here's the thing, nothing wrong with being happy and comfortable, but your comfort and happiness should not come at the expense of others' comfort and happiness, right? I don't know. Anyway, sorry, I'll stop spreading communist propaganda on the internet. Alright? It don't work anyway, at least not in America. Alright? We hate that. Compassion for our fellow man, for fellow people and humans all around the globe? Nah. My groceries are too expensive. Let's let's elect the convicted sex offender. Let's elect this dude who's like a scumbag and a piece of shit and a billionaire. Because, you know, we hate billionaires and we hate people who are in power, but he's our guy because, you know, he's a silly guy. He says funny memes and he's, you know, a bumbling idiot like me, so that appeals to me. You know, not that I, you know, don't have any problems with the other potential candidate, but, you know, she would have been a whole heck of a lot better than what we're going to get. But hey, you never know what's going to happen in the future. Maybe we won't have presidents. Maybe we'll just like stop doing government. Yeah, is there still a government if like nobody shows up? If like everybody just like calls in sick? Is there just like no government anymore? You know? I don't know. It's like you think there would be, but it's like I don't know. I don't know how things would work. Don't know if it would be better or worse, but it would certainly be something different. Chainsaw Guy, my beloved. Wow. Nightmare mode, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, oh, more guys. But yeah, that was pretty funny that there were like 3 enemies or maybe 4, and like a majority of them just walked into electrical wires and eliminated themselves. And then there were like 2 more guys that I just shot with a flare. Oh, what fun. Wake, I'm Alan Wake. I gotta stay awake. I can't be sleepy, guys. I gotta stay awake. You know, I know that, like, Alan Wake's whole bit is that, like, it, like this whole game, like, literally starts as a nightmare. Whoa. Oh, wait. Can you take me back down? There was some flare gun ammo. But yeah, it's like I know Alan Wake kind of refers to like him constantly dreaming and like him trying to fight for the light to stay awake. But like I don't know, does this guy just like not get tired? I mean, he does sleep. Which is pretty interesting. I kind of wish like more game characters like slept in like a more realistic fashion, where rather than it being like, oh, you're Arthur Morgan, you can just like go for like 12 hours without any sleep, and then just like sleep for 18 hours if you feel like it. Uh, and then you just go like 2 months without ever sleeping. And he does sleep in cutscenes, but like I don't know, I would like that to be incorporated more, because like I kind of actually really like that this game like takes place over like a couple of days, and like the days they're not sequential necessarily, but they are like like I don't know, like time passes and like you feel time passing, and like I don't know, I think it's a interesting and fun thing to do with your game.
Turn back now.
Or what? You're gonna kidnap my girlfriend you already kidnapped? Or sorry, not my girlfriend, my wife.
Do as you're told.
Or what? Ah. Sorry, it's this game came out in 2010. They didn't invent vaulting. In 2011, oh, they invented vaulting, and it was great. It was a wonderful day. Whoa! How do you know that? She seemed to have loved me a whole lot. If anything, Alan Wake never loved Alice. The guy is like so mean to her, so unnecessarily. Oh, I can't, can I? Oh man, this is actually really funny. Because now... You just keep picking up flares. Sorry. Whee!
You will fail.
Oh, we'll see about that, lady.
It's all in your head.
How about that? Was that all in my head?
You're making us up.
Got her. Oh, look, he's even got the flare gun in the cutscene. I gotta say, this is a little bit of a lackluster ending. Like I kind of wish there was more. Cause here, I, I like everything about this ending, but it's just like I want a little bit more. Like that. Oh, it's such a good moment. I don't know. I actually really like that where he uses like the clicker that he like told his wife a story about, but then he like made it real through the power of writing, even though it wasn't originally real. I don't know. I think that's a really good
Maybe
concept.
you were having a bad dream. It was just another nightmare.
That's not my wife.
Everything's fine. You're home.
It wasn't a dream. Everything's fine. Turn the lights on. Turn the lights on!
Shh, baby. The power's out. There's no light. Come back to bed and I'll make you forget all about your fear of the dark.
Also, yeah,
It's your fear. Why aren't you afraid?
yeah.
You're not Alice.
I
Turn
really
the
want to
lights on
see
now.
like what their dynamic
Where's
is
the clicker?
after
What did you
this.
do with it?
I feel like if anything, like Alan is like now going to be afraid of the dark.
Come back to bed. Have you taken your pills? Do you want me to call Dr. Hartman?
Oh, don't take the pills. The pills are evil.
Come back to bed, Alan.
Come back to bed, Tom.
Ooh.
You must find your way to the cabin. It stands in your way. It won't let you pass. It has no heart. It's filled with darkness. You must fill its heart with light.
Yeah, what's the deal with Mr. Scratch?
Use the clicker.
I'm leaving you.
What?
I'm leaving you. I met someone. I'm in love with someone else.
Alice? No, what are you saying? You can't.
You don't love me. How could you? You don't even love yourself. All you do is torture yourself with work you can't do anymore.
No, I love you more than anything in the world. You're my muse.
I'm not.
Who are you? What have you done with my Alice?
Alan? What are you doing? Put the light back on. What are you doing, Alan? Stop. Put the light
Ah, the cabin.
It wasn't true. Nothing like that had ever happened. You're not my Barbara.
Please, one time when you're not in bed. I will help you reach your masterpiece. I will love you forever.
No, you're not Barbara Jagger. I made a terrible mistake. I should have never written you back. You came back wrong. Your heart is filled with darkness.
Put that knife away, Thomas. Put it down.
My heart is filled with darkness. Cut it out. Take you back to the depths of nature.
Yeah, again, also it's like Alan Wake is Tom, right? That is such
Let me go.
that's such an interesting concept.
Your husband refused to do as he was told. All he had to do was write what I wanted him to write. Now it's too late. It's his fault. You'll stay here forever.
All right. In we go.
Now you will never get her back.
much older than you. Older than your first work of art. I will find a new face to wear. Someone else to dream me free.
Like, does he stab her? Does he just hug her? What is up with that? Hmm.
I could feel Alice's presence close by. I understood what I had to do now. I knew how to write the ending to Departure. There's light and there's darkness. Cause and effect. There's guilt and there's atonement. But the scales always need to balance. Everything has a price. That's where Zane had gone wrong. There's a long journey through the night back into the light.
Alice? Alice?
Yeah, I know that this game does present like a very interesting concept, because it's like, take like Nightingale for instance.
Oh, no.
He is like so sure that Alan Wake is going to kill him, but he only gets killed because he inserts himself into the story, because he comes to town and he's like, I have to defeat you, Alan Wake. You must be stopped. And it's like, I don't know, I really wonder why. Like, how does he find out about this? Like, does he get a prophecy? Does he get a dream? You know? What exactly has caused him to know that Alan Wake is going to kill him? And that, I don't, yeah, maybe he has, like, some of the manuscript pages already. Maybe they somehow wound up with him. And I don't know, just it's kind of interesting how it's like, in order to make it feel real, there has to be sacrifice, there has to be stakes, there has to be like drama, where it's like, I don't know, you don't have to like. I feel like oftentimes in life that like this is not what happens. Like, this story is not true to life. It's true to like a story, if that makes sense. Which maybe that's why it has to be that way. Is it has to be a story. And again, we didn't have to have this scene of Alan Wake's wife, like, coming out of the ocean wet and in, like, a tank top and, like, underwear.
Alan?
Honestly, this would be, like, a hard ending. I would love this ending if Alice like wakes up on the beach, screams for Alan, and then Alan just never comes back. Alan is like gone forever. Like, he had to like fulfill the prophecy of Thomas Zane, who he is. Cause like, people talk about Thomas Zane, and like the sheriff kind of like equates him to like Bigfoot or like some kind of local legend, like a Loch Ness monster. But like, it's Alan Wake. Like, Alan Wake wrote Zane into the story, and then he was like, oh, Zane got it wrong. Zane was an idiot. Zane didn't realize he had to like have great sacrifice. He didn't realize he had to like make a good story, which I don't know, I think is personally fascinating, that's the sort of way things have to be in order for everything to work out. Like, I don't know, it is like a bit of a triumphant ending. And it's like sad in this way, because like, yeah, that's Nightingale back there, and then Rose. They like now have to like bear this burden of what happened and be prepared for when it happens again.
It's not a lake.
Oh yeah, that is the ending. I kind of forgot about all the Will Graham? Is a product director? Interesting. On second blush, I like this ending a lot more than I liked the first time. If oh oh man, I didn't even realize that it was gonna start playing Ground Control to Major Tom. What's that song? Is it by the Beatles? I think some weird obscure band. Uh, this is Ground Control to Major Tom. You really effed this one up. No, it's a David Bowie song. Okay. Is that the David Bowie version too? I don't know. But yeah, I do think the game kind of messes up by when you hit continue game, it doesn't like automatically go into the DLC episodes. Like I didn't even realize that there were DLC episodes because you have to go to episodes and then you have to go to the signal. Which I will in a minute. But first, I want to talk about the ending because actually, I really like that ending. I like that you don't get like a happy ending. Like the town gets a happy ending, but like Alan Wake doesn't necessarily. He describes the lake as the ocean, and I don't know. I think it is like a interesting metaphor. Cause it reminds me of uh the like worst Neil Gaiman book I've read. Like one I didn't really like, and that one was like about it's like it's like the ocean in the backyard or something. I don't know. I had to read it for school, which like I don't know, man. I think I like Nevermore or whatever that one is. That book I enjoyed a lot. Because if you don't mind me spoiling a little part of that book, but there's like a really interesting part in that book, or a part I at least really liked. I don't think it's super interesting, but well, I mean, I think it's personally interesting, but like I can see why somebody might not like it or call it like boring. But there's a part where our protagonist like has like this weird moment where he like snaps back to reality, where like the whole point of Neverwhere is you take like this ordinary like Scottish like businessman and then you thrust him into this like world where he has like a weird relationship with the ocean at the end of the lane is the book. Which I'll talk about in a minute, but first I want to look up Neverwhere. Because yeah, I want to see it apparently. Oh, apparently it's the companion novelization for the TV series Neverwhere. That's interesting. I don't know. Maybe I should watch the show. Oh, no, okay. The novel enjoyed great success, where its television roots did not receive as much international exposure as the novel. In addition to being translated into various languages, it was also republished as an author's preferred text version, uh, hmm, alongside American Gods in 2006. Um, hmm. But yeah. So yeah, it's oh, thanks. Eh, So the plot here, I'm just gonna read the Wikipedia summary because I'm bored. Neverwhere is the story of Richard Mayhew and his trials and tribulations in London. At the start of the story, he's a young businessman, recently moved from Scotland, and with a normal life ahead. This breaks, however, when he stops to help a mysterious young girl who appears before him, bleeding and weakened, as he walked with his fiancée to dinner to meet her influential boss. The morning after Richard rescues the girl named Door. She's named Door? Man, I forgot about that. Uh, this is so funnily phrased. The morning after Richard rescues the girl named Door from the streets, she is greatly recovered and sends him to find the Marquis de Carbos, a man who will be able to help Door escape two infamous and seemingly inhuman assassins, the Messrs. Krop and Vandermeer. Richard brings the Marquis back to his apartment to meet Door, only to see both of them vanish immediately. Soon after, Richard begins to realize the consequences of his actions. He appears to have become invisible. He loses his job where no one seems to recognize him. His apartment is rented out to other people. His fiancée no longer recognizes him either. Yeah, I forgot that was a part of the plot. But, like, this guy, like, saves this girl and then gets, like, thrust into this, like, magical world where he's, like, no longer a part of the real world. And I don't know, that's like kind of like a basic fantasy concept. But wow, this is a very, very detailed a very, very detailed plot synopsis. But yeah, I play Red Dead 2 online, I guess. In a very long while. I don't plan on doing it anytime soon. But yeah, I don't know. I like Red Dead 2 online a lot, just because I get to dress up a cowgirl, but other than that, there's nothing going on with that. Yeah, it's kind of funny because like this theme pops up in both The Ocean at the End of the Lane and in Neverwhere. So after the whole plot happens, after returning home, Richard is happy for a time, but he realizes that his experiences have changed him, and that his old life and friends mean little to him now. He realizes that he's not satisfied with the regular world, wants to return to London below, but does not know how to do it. He draws the shape of a door with his knife, a dying gift from Hunter, but nothing happens, so he despairs of returning, and is feeling that he has ruined his... Who is this written by? Is this written by an AI? But in the end, the Marquis appears to provide a way back. But yeah, you see this, and both with like the ocean at the end of the lane, which is actually like a small pond in the backyard of a childhood friend he once had. But actually, his childhood friend is she's like three people. Like it's like an old woman, a like adult, like kind of 20 to 30-year-old, like not middle age, but like you know, an adult woman, and then like a kid. And like I forget if they're all like the same entity or if they're like something else. Like they're kind of like, I think they're implied to be like the crones, or like the three weavers of fate. I don't know what's the Greek thing? I don't know. What's the term for it? Like seamstress, weaveress. I don't know, but like they're sort of implied to be like gods, and like it's about like some ordinary businessman coming to like visit his home, and then he like begins to have memories of like all the crazy things that happened to him as a child, and then like his friend like talks to him and is like, you know, you keep coming back here, and like remembering parts of your past, but eventually every time you end up leaving and you forget more and more, and you know, you're gonna live your like ordinary life and you're gonna die one day. And it's like both Neverwhere and both like The Ocean at the End of the Lane seem to kind of display like Neil Gaiman's contempt for like the ordinary man, for like the guy who just wants to live like a normal life, who just wants to be like a normal person. He kind of hates that and like looks down on it. And like I kind of get it to a certain extent. It's like you want to keep your imagination alive. You want to be able to grow and expand and like have imagination. You know, be like somewhat interesting, I guess. But I don't know, particularly the ocean at the end of the lane. It left me with a very sour taste in my mouth. I remember reading it and I was like, screw you, Neil Gaiman. Are you any better sitting around writing your books, tip tapping away? You don't have an interesting life, so you make one up, and you think that makes you better than other people? I don't know necessarily. I don't know the man. He's apparently canceled. I I think I know the story, but is it true? I don't know. Uh, it probably is. I don't know. I think he had like a weird interaction with like a maid or somebody or like a babysitter he hired or something along those lines, which is like, come on, man. I just wanted you to make like a third season of Good Omens. You, like man, it's like I really like Good Omens. I hope Good Omens, like regardless of Neil Gaiman's involvement, gets like a third season. Uh you know what they should do? They should bring Terry Pratchett back from the grave. My unproblematic king. Don't tell me if Terry Pratchett did anything bad before he died. I wanna believe him to be like a good guy who wrote like really good books that are super funny, and I've only read like one of. Man. Alright, anyway, I think it's about time we finally actually get into the special episodes. The Signal.
On Alan Wake. Something I only know as the Dark Presence held my wife captive and used her to make me write a horror story that came true. I'll bring her back. Some part of me had been aware enough to write my escape into the story.
Alan?
I saved Alice, then wrote a better ending for the story. But not without a price. I was trapped somewhere in the dark place, a strange zone somewhere beyond our world.
It's not a lake. It's an ocean.
But yeah, I love the metaphor of like a small body of water being an ocean. That I think is interesting.
There are mixed emotions. Accomplishment and relief. Sadness, depression. For a while, everything
Hey,
was about
Alan Wake, sadness and depression are the same thing.
changed you.
They're essentially the same thing. Like you're a writer.
Find a way to crack open the door and let the light back in. I knew this place. It was familiar. But wrong somehow.
Ooh, we're in Night Springs. No longer in Bright Falls.
Everything had a surreal, dreamlike quality.
I can't believe it.
I had a disturbing feeling of deja vu.
From the bookstore.
I had no idea why I was here or where I had been before this moment. But something was waiting for me at the back of the diner.
Try the coffee. Just don't blame me when you fall in love, because it'll break your heart when you have to leave.
This here is no longer human. Nothing but black coffee under a thin layer of skin.
It's kind of funny that like only like the names are like bleeped out.
I can't believe it. I'm having a conversation with.
Who knows? Maybe it has something to do with loss of identity, loss of
I
humanity.
can show you the town if you want. I get off work at 6.
You get off work at a diner at 6? Whoa, sick move. Nice. Alright, maybe you really could show me around town. With your sweet ability to spin. I'm Alan Wake, I can't spin that good. You spin much better than I do. Hey, fellas.
Do me a favor, Sonny. I could really use a tune right now. Number 6 in the jukebox.
Alright.
Do it myself, but Both of my legs have gone to sleep. Bad circulation.
Yeah, are you serious? Again? You disgust me. Call yourself a rocker. Unbelievable. Ha!
It does that. Get stuck. Yeah, you need to give it a good solid whack. You put...
By the way, I played this game twice. I don't know which one is Tor
Just
and which one is
because we're
Odin.
brothers, don't think I won't murder you in your sleep.
Yes, that's my favorite tune.
Shut your mouth, you demented has-been. If I had my hammer, I'd shut it for you.
Now that's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Oh, okay, I guess he's Tor. He's Odin. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Because he's got the eye patch like Odin. And he's got the hammer. Okay, I see. I'm picking up what you're putting down, Alan Wake. What a lovely tune. My oh my, you could really jam out to this one. Hey, I'm Staff. Let me in. I see that alarm clock there. Wake up, Alan. You gotta wake up. You gotta go work your real job. You're not actually a writer. Your writing isn't good enough to get published and sell out for millions of copies where you have somebody who likes you so much they have a cardboard cutout of you, and they also are like, wow, are you Alan Wake, the writer? Wow, that's really awesome. I love your work. Oh my god, it's so exciting to meet you. And your reaction to it is, oh, not another super fan.
Don't go in there, young man. You can hurt yourself in the dark.
Now, I feel like she should say something like, go in there, young man, do it now. Before it's too late.
Do you? Worse. But he didn't listen.
Oh well, I guess everybody says the same thing as they once did. Alright. Oh. Oh. This is new. Oh. This is new and interesting. Huh. Whoa.
Alan, listen to me. Go no deeper.
What?
Focus. You're losing yourself. I will try to help the best I can, but it's up to you. Find a better point of contact.
What do you mean?
I cannot hear you. Please, you're the one making all this happen. Concentrate. This is what's happening.
Nightmares. Too deep. Can't take the pressure. It's too much.
Suddenly, Wake found himself face to face with himself.
Ooh.
At the sight of myself, the dream suddenly became lucid. The dark place. That's where I was.
You will need weapons.
Whoa.
It's not the light itself, but what it represents. You
Dude,
will need it.
That is a big flashlight. That is chunky. Yeah, there we
This is
go.
not a gun. It is a tool in a logical process of elimination.
I mean, I was just going to call it a 6-shooter, but sure, why not? A tool that...
Pick it up.
Okay.
Be careful.
Don't rush me.
I will try to find a better point of contact.
I didn't understand Zane's message, and knowing where I was didn't fix anything. Something had gone wrong after I had finished Departure.
Mira was here. Okay, good for Mira. Oh, nobody was here. Well, that would be the stall I use. I wonder who Mira is.
What the hell was that?
The diner had become deserted. Then the door was smashed off its hinges and Wake had to fight for his life.
I will say, I do think this is kind of fun. Alright. It's me and you now, big guy. Takes two to tango. Whoa. Listen, buddy, I want to dance with you, but I don't want to do the dance of death with you, if you know what I mean. And what I mean by that is I don't want you to kill me. Don't kill me. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, big guy. Alright. Collectible alarm clock. 1 out of 10. I mean, it's nice that the game tells you, like, what the collectibles are.
Wait for me!
Where it's like, before it didn't really, like, tell you. So it's like, I didn't know I was supposed to shoot the can pyramid.
These trees didn't belong here.
Alright, this is definitely a, you gotta run to make it. Aha, safety. In the house I will be safe. Aw, look at that bear. Nah, it's a fun bear. Why is the bear fun? I don't know. I just kinda, I like his pose. I like his little eyes. Oh-ho. I hope I didn't miss out on any collectibles upstairs.
Jumbled dreamlike fragments, reloading frantically. The rounds slippery stones thrown away from the tent. The bed looked inviting, but it was just the radio. It had to go on. She was startled by the phone. The GPS system was working. I hadn't expected that.
You got sat nav, bro.
Hello?
I'm trying to reach you. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Listen,
Yeah, thanks to like Verizon or whatever, or AT&T.
You must come to me. I can't maintain the connection. Use the words. Follow the signal.
Oh, I get it.
No
Like the
sense
name
for
of this
GPS system
DLC.
to work. I doubted any satellite was in range here. These were alien skies, but it was guiding me towards something. Towards Zane?
Oh, the upstairs is blocked. Flare gun? I'll take a flare gun. Recharge? That's gonna be a battery. Alright. I think I got everything. Out we go.
Something had shifted again. The dark place was playing tricks on me. It wouldn't stay still.
The town itself turned against Wick. Cars flew toward him. It cracked bone and crushed muscle. It oozed hate. It wanted to bury me.
Yep. My goodness. This would be really terrifying. If, like, some guy with, like, magical abilities to, like, make everything he wrote real. Like, just, like, have, like, a manic episode. Oh, God, that would be awful. Oh. Tools. I need my tools. Ho ho. What are you holding that flashlight, Alan? They should make throwing stuff illegal. Alright, no more throwing stuff.
Something had shifted again.
Oh, you're taking me all the way back here, but I did so good before.
Turned against Wick. Cars flew toward him.
Open? Oh, but it wasn't. It was all a lie. Dude, I went the exact right way the first time. I got so lucky.
Something had shifted again. The dark place was playing tricks on me. It wouldn't stay
The town
still.
itself turned against Wick. Cars flew toward him.
Nice try. Wait, yeah, so by the way, something I meant to check. Oh, okay. I already got the achievement for beating the game on nightmare mode. Wait, hold on. What was that achievement? Yeah, you're gonna have to give me a minute. Alright, yeah. Here, I'm kind of curious about this. So if I look at this one. Alright, never mind. Sorry about that. Looking at trophies.
Everything I saw was familiar, and yet it wasn't.
Hello.
I cannot keep up. You're going too deep. I will try to guide you. Follow the signal.
I'm trying.
You must face yourself. Follow me.
Oh!
The GPS system was supposed to lead me to Zane, but the shifts were interfering with it. I had to keep trying. I wouldn't survive alone.
Okay. I was like, am I right going up to...
The changes were becoming more violent. The street wasn't so much ripped apart as it was missing. Like some great hand had reached down and scooped it up. Everything felt erratic, unstable.
very, very long establishing shot. Is that a guy over there I see? I spy with my little eye. No. Gotcha. Oh. Sarah Breaker, Bright Falls finest, the red-hot cop chick with the lightning-fast boomstick. Her debut book, The Only Girl in the Bookhouse, delves deep into the double life of having a successful law enforcement career while being involved in a secret society. How does Daddy's Little Trooper fit into an old-fashioned fraternity? Wow. That's pretty crazy. See, I thought the cutouts were all going to be of Alan Wake, but no, they're actually of other people. Interesting. What am I missing here, though? Maybe I gotta shine you with the flashlight? No? Do I kind of just take a leap of faith here? Alright, Alan Wake says no. Alan Wake says, no, that's gonna kill me. What are you doing? And I say, what are you doing? Huh? I told you to go off the cliff. Go off of it. Ah, here we are. Silly old me. Yep. God, I hate these throwing guys. Alright, alright.
Where are you? Look, I'm trying to follow your goddamn signal.
The dark place is playing tricks on you. You're still going deeper. I'm trying to guide you, but it's hard.
What is this?
I can help you if you just stop sinking.
What? This is bullshit.
It's happening again. Brace yourself.
Uh-oh.
I was running after Zane, and he was telling me I was going too deep. It was ridiculous, but I was more scared than amused. I felt like I was being hindered by an unseen force in ways I couldn't fight. All I could do was keep going.
Really, Mr. Wake, that's the conclusion you came up with? All right. Oh, I think I was kind of already where I was supposed to go. Yeah, I'm supposed to hop around this way. I see.
I don't see Barry.
Look! Wait! Maybe that's him. That's the way to the chopper.
I remember this. This happened before we found Barry.
Yeah, honestly, that's probably my biggest disappointment with the ending, is that we don't get to see Barry. Or Sheriff Breaker, for that matter. It's like, what happened to them? Are they alright? Are they okay? I don't know. But yeah, I'm actually, like, super invested in, like, what the next game does with this ending, because I think it's a really good ending.
Pathetic memories of the Wonder Years and a contrary little boy pretending he didn't miss his father he never knew. Absurd stuff. And being weighed down, merry-go-rounds and slides, eager to cave in his head.
See, now that's fun. Now that's cool.
I had to find the key to get the door open.
Oh. Yep. Kinda expected that to happen. Oh. I don't think I was supposed to do that. Wow, that was really funny.
I had to find the key to get the door open.
Ah, come on. Alright, speed run. That cannot be intentional. Is it?
I had to find the key to get the door open.
Yeah, I was gonna say the fact that I'm not dead is insane. That was pretty astonishing.
I had to find the key to get the door open.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? Nothing. Oh.
I'm gonna give Patrick Howard a piece of my mind about this lock. I told him to get it fixed. Wait, I got the door open. Run for it.
Thanks. Anything else in here? Anything fun? Nope.
The world it was changing, twisting, out of control. It was too big on the inside. He couldn't see the ceiling. Something was moving in there. He was lost. He couldn't find the exit.
Asshole.
You know you're talking about yourself, what? Right, Wake? You know this, yes? But yeah, I also gotta say, I do find it like I don't know. I think this game would be like a lot more interesting if it was like directly like a metaphor for alcoholism. Like it's like maybe there a little bit if you look for it and like really do some like mental legwork for it. But like otherwise it is really, I don't know, it's like something that's like briefly mentioned. Where like there's like one time where he gets drunk.
Shifts were getting more severe. I wasn't sure if the place got bigger or I got smaller. The signal was going haywire. I have to find my way out of here on my own.
Interesting. Come on.
The shifts were getting more severe. I wasn't sure if the place got bigger or I got smaller. The signal was going haywire.
Aww.
I would have to find my way out of here.
Alright, okay. Cool.
The shifts were getting more severe. I wasn't sure if the place got bigger or I got smaller. The signal was going haywire. I would have to find my way out of here on my own.
Okay, alright. So, if I can just go forward, make an immediate right, do something to deal with the big guy.
I wasn't sure if the place got bigger or I got smaller. The signal was going haywire. I would have to find my way out of here on my own.
I don't know, I refuse to play the way the game wants me to. I refuse, simply. Ow. Wakey wakey. Climb. Allie? Alan. Come on. There you go, buddy boy. Proud of you.
Zane left me a page. He was trying to help me.
Oh. Ooh. Friends.
Yowza!
Barry?
Hey, bestseller! Looking good!
You're not real.
Well, no shit. What gave me away? What, the see-through thing? I'm a figment of your imagination, just like pretty much everything else you see here. Maybe even you.
That's insane.
Yeah, you're right. Everything that happened before made perfect sense, but this is insane. Good catch, Al.
Okay, look, I gotta get going. The GPS...
GPS, yeah, I know. Follow the signal. Got it.
Alright. That's self.
So, anywho, I'm here to help you. The thing is, you need to get a grip, right?
You nag the way the real Barry does. You know that?
Well, hey, be fair. It's not my fault you think I'm annoying.
I don't think you're annoying.
Baby, relax. It's cool. Just try to stay on the ball. You need to do what Zane tells you. He's been here for ages. He's like the expert.
Man, that is one tremor.
Anyway, if this is insane, and it's all from your mind, what's that say about you?
Fine, enough. I can't believe I was actually happy to see you.
Oh, come on. Don't shit a shitter, Al. Deep down, you're always happy to see me. Can't lie to yourself, know what I'm saying?
I must be a sucker for punishment.
You? No, really? And I always thought you went out of your way to avoid trouble.
Thanks for that. I think the signal's pointing towards that thing in the distance.
Yeah, that'd be the Biltmore sawmill.
How the hell do you know that?
I don't know anything you don't. So why don't you ask yourself that? Huh? Maybe you saw a sign for it back in the real world, or maybe it's the sawmill because I said it's the sawmill and now you can't get it out of your head.
Fantastic.
Yeah, sure has given me a headache. Or is that your headache? Do you have a headache?
Barry?
Dude, we're bonding.
I actually really like Barry. I like him a lot. He's a good foil to Alan.
Woo, mama! Hey, Al, I guess the pen is mightier.
If you complete that sentence, you're fired.
Mightier than the sword.
You're fired.
You're fired. Aww. Nice. Ooh, it's raining tools.
He can feel it coming. Not even flesh anymore. Just shadows and ghosts and thoughts slicing through his flesh.
Damn, they got me pretty good. I didn't expect 4 of them, and for them to all be really annoying.
He can feel it coming. Not even flesh anymore. Just shadows and ghosts and thoughts slicing through his flesh.
Now, you're gonna have to make your way across here. Thinking the solution probably has something to do with those words.
Really? You think?
Yeah, you should probably use them.
Your insight is staggering.
I know. And you follow. That's when things go right. Get up to something on your own, that's when the trouble starts.
That's horseshit.
Al, I'm not saying anything you haven't come up with first. Figment, remember?
This kind of thing could drive a man insane.
No! This is great! And it's probably therapeutic for you, too.
Aw, man. Very fun. Cynthia Weaver, the Lady of the Light, the cloud of gloom in the well-lit room. Difficult and uncompromising life is illuminated in Cynthia Weaver, Carrying the Torch, an enlightening and occasionally harrowing biography by Ellen Adams, who was an intern at the Bright Falls Record under Weaver's editorship. Wow.
Wake's own words, littering the landscape. His books common and discarded, like mud beneath his feet. Hardbacks, paperbacks, turned against him. Trash. Just cheap trash.
I had seen weird transmissions of myself before, but not like this. The version of myself I saw now sounded insane, like a demented storyteller.
Alan Wake. Are you insane? What do you mean you just now noticed that the version on TV sounds insane? And the thing that makes you realize that the version on you on TV that sounds insane is like the version of you calling your books trash. My God, do I dislike this guy heavily. I wish I was playing as Barry.
Who was out to torment and destroy his protagonist.
Yeah, is that what you think, Alan boy? Is that what you think? This is cute, actually. I like this a lot. Ah, hidden path, huh? You thought I wouldn't notice. Ah, that's cute. That's cute. That's cute, man. Yeah, I don't know. Is there something here I'm missing? Some kind of secret I don't know about, or is the game just messing with me? Because if I actually found a secret, I'd be like, "Oh, that's nice." The game to like indicate that there's like more areas around. One time I could actually use those batteries. Oh well.
The earth shook. Streetlights pushed themselves up through the ground, flickering madly and spitting spark. In the shadows, Wake saw far too many figures advancing eagerly, already tasting the kill.
Okay, this is just too weird. You're weird.
Barry, is all this really coming out of my head?
That's just the way this place is, Al. All that random stuff in your head. Imagination can be anything.
But you're from my imagination.
Yeah, you know what, Al? Do yourself a favor. Don't pursue that train of thought any further.
But yeah, I'm now realizing that maybe we're dealing with like Mr. Scratch, who's like the entity that like took over Alan Wake during like when he was blacking out during the leak. So he was like writing the story. He wasn't actually Alan, he was Mr. Scratch instead. Oh, that's evil. Dude, I really like the flares. It's just like, leave me alone. Whoa, that's a lot of dudes. Yeah, you couldn't fake me out, game. Yeah, Tor Anderson. The god of thunder, the boozing geezer with the anger and the hammer. Come one, come all, face the age of murder and storm. Discovered by Barry Wheeler, this fresh new voice from a bygone era suggests new and innovative solutions to old problems. Don't you dare leave your bookstore without the best-selling self-help book, You're All Nails to Me, forwarded by Barry Wheeler. Well, good for Barry. Glad he's getting some writing. Or doing some publishing. Wait, yeah, did he write that? Huh. Glorious.
You need to get that door open before you can get into the warehouse. That's the way forward.
If I'm making this up, why is it so complicated?
Because you're a complicated man, and no one understands you.
mouth.
But I'm talking.
Barry.
Wow. This guy is harsh. Tell me Barry's gonna be in the car. 0 out of 10. Barry isn't in the car.
It's a demolition derby! Hell, it's a demolition derby! A death rally!
Well. There we go. Alright, alright. Couple of good hits. Yep. Oh. Oh, I was like, hunt? What is hunt? I'm realizing now it's the hunting rifle. Yeah, why not? The hunting rifle is just better. Can you give it to me? Alan? Can you take the hunting rifle? Thank you. Alan. What a silly guy. You know, I'm not gonna lie to you, man.
Hey, what are you up to? I thought this was my side of the bed.
Wait, was that it? That was your big memory? I was looking around to see, like, what was going on, but nothing was going on. Ah. Fence. Notoriously known for being able to block out light. You know, because it's a fence. Okay, I can't go this way. Oh, I can't go over, but I can go under.
He entered the trap, surrounded by enemies. We get nowhere to run.
Damn it! I'm so sick of you!
Fishing can be a hobby.
Oh, ho, ho, that's what I'm talking about, man. Huh, look at that.
Oh, that's never a good sound, is it?
No. No, it isn't.
Well, it is if you, like, make money from cutting trees. Are you like... Oh yeah, what if you're one of those people that, like, go cut their own tree down? You probably like the sound of, like... a Christmas tree, by the way. That's the tree I'm referring to. No, I want to fight. Bah. Well, it was a good attempt, good effort, good hustle. We love to see that kind of bustle.
I think the dust in this place is setting off my allergy. It's not even really there. Allergies are definitely here. Pushing! See? Allergies.
What a fright.
People get tired. They get careless.
Stop it! They're waiting for us downstairs. We don't have time for Alan.
I knew she wasn't really here, but she still made my heart ache. I had saved Alice, but I wasn't even sure when that happened. Was it days ago? Weeks? Longer? I had no way of knowing.
Also, you know, I don't know. Like, at least half of this guy's memories are like, I have sex with my wife and I find my wife attractive. And it's just like, like, yeah, you should, obviously, but it's like, we know, you don't have to remind me. I get it. This guy likes banging his wife. That's great, man. Oh, look. Oh, Alice Wake, the Nycto? Phobic beauty with a muse Afric booty. The soothing oasis in a seething crisis. The renowned and award-winning photographer's new coffee table book features intensely personal and intimate images from a life haunted by a husband who was never there. Writer's muse. Pre-orders accepted now. Oh. See, that's like almost clever. But then it's like, I don't know. Is her booty supposed to be funny? Like, is that funny? Because it's the word booty? Or is it like, oh look, here she is, being like sexualized?
Whoa, that's fast. Guess you gotta run, Al.
Guess I do. Let me up, man. Oh. What a puzzle, man.
That looks crazy dangerous, Al.
Hey, lover. Come here. I've got something for you.
I could only hope that Alice was all right. I didn't know what happened to her after she left the dark place.
Now, that's the kind of relationship I hope for. All right, I want to marry a writer, and when they're like running about, going through like some weird like nightmare dream thing, they think of me, and they think of me going, "Hey, lover." Hey, lover. Oh, lover. Oh man.
Zane? Is that you?
Hey, hold that
Whoa.
pose. That was a good one.
Like this?
Yeah, but smile a little more. No, that's too much. You want to look mysterious. Maybe a little tough. You know how people go for those dangerous bad boys.
But I'm not dangerous.
Oh, come on. You write about terrible things all the time. People want to think that you're intimately familiar with them. You kill Casey in this book. You need to look a little bit like a murderer. Oh, that's good. Do that again. You look handsome.
And dangerous.
You know, I wasn't sure about the beard before, but I was wrong. It looks good on you. Okay, I think we're done.
Great. I want to get out of this suit.
Hey, things are looking up.
Hey!
Guess danger is sexy.
There
That
we
was when I was
go.
still working. When I
That was
felt
a
like
good
real
scene.
writer
That
instead
was
of
like
fraud.
a scene
It was a
between
good
like
memory.
people who are in a
I wished I hadn't
relationship.
seen it.
I mean, not that the other ones haven't, but like that was like a scene. That was a great scene. It was really fun. When it's just oh Alan, what are you doing? People are waiting. I don't know, man. It does not hit me in the like funny bone and or oh I like this a good bit of writing. No, I get none of that. Oh. 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 Haha. That was the alarm clock I heard in here, right? Yep.
Alan, you made it. This area of the dark place is calmer, at least for the time being. We can talk here, but we don't have much time.
Zane, how do I get out of here?
That's what you face. That's you, even as we speak.
Darkness. Darkness coming! Swept him away. Lost. He knew. He knew! He couldn't hold on. He knew there was no way out. Oh!
No, I'm right here,
Totally
Zane.
going wrong.
That's not me. It's just,
Wrong.
I don't know, an echo, a hallucination. The dark
No,
presence.
the dark presence is not responsible for this. You are making this happen. You're trapped in your own nightmares. You are fighting yourself.
Wade didn't understand it. He would never make it. He would never wake up. He'd get swallowed up in the rising tide of darkness. It was coming. It was coming.
Shut up! Ah!
No, Alan, you mustn't.
Swept away by the gathering insanity. Zane was gone. Wade could feel the pressure, gnawing at his mind. The darkness wasn't so bad. It was in him. He felt it. He knew the voice spoke the truth. It was just too hard to think. He couldn't make sense of it. Couldn't. He wanted to go with the flow. Stop thinking and just let go.
a boat at me, you big old jerk.
Why had everyone abandoned him to die here?
Oh. So who is this?
There you go, Alan.
Hartman?
It's all in your head. You've been making it up.
Okay, good. It's nice to see him back. I missed him.
Come on. Your delusions.
Why is this happening to me?
Whoa.
No. No. Hartman. There's no way out. No way out. No way out. I need to get out of here. Get out. No. How do I get out of here?
Ah. Nice song. Can't listen to it, I'm afraid. Oh, that's it? Is this also ground control to Major Tom? Space. It. Actually, I think it was a different song. Alright, well. I thought that might have been. This is a ground control to Major Tom or whatever. Alright. So, let me check something real quick before I continue on. Alright, well, time to do the writer. Oh, wait. Episodes. Make it easy for me.
Previously on Alan Wake. It's not a lake. It's an ocean. After saving my wife from the mysterious dark presence, I found myself trapped in the dark place.
Imagination can be the enemy here.
A nightmarish world that exists somewhere beyond the shores of our own existence.
We're the one making all this happen.
Just do what Zane tells you.
Follow the signal.
Is all this really coming out of my head?
The dark place is playing tricks on you.
I made my way across its ever-shifting landscape, trying to reach Thomas Zane.
You're trapped in your own nightmares. You're still going deeper.
There you go, Alan. It's
My
all in
buddy.
your head. You've been making it up.
He's back.
Really, Wake?
Your delusions.
That's really funny.
Seriously, Al, you need to get a grip. You know reality's different here. See what I mean, Al?
Ooh.
Ugh, I think I'm stuck on this side.
Well, you're gonna have to find your way out of there. I'll wait. Just remember, you're still in the dark place. You know that, right? I don't want to alarm you, pal, but it's sink or swim time.
Yay. Alright.
I could feel the pressure
God,
mounting.
this guy's such a
Barry was
misanthrope.
right. Time was running out. Everything I saw was a dark, twisted version of reality based on my memories and thoughts.
Oh. Okay, but what did that do for me? Hey Barry, could you give me a tip here, pal? Did Oh, oh, there we go. Alright, I didn't see that. Well, yeah, even... Oh. Oh. Alright, I see now.
I had to accept it. If all of this was from my mind, then I was the one making all this happen. I was literally fighting myself. It was a moment of clarity.
Wow. This would make for a good metaphor for addiction to alcoholism, or really addiction in general. But alcohol. You're a writer. Come on, buddy. Drink up. Surprise. Alright. Oh, yes. Climbing. What joy.
After finishing Departure, I felt finished myself. All I had wanted was to save Alice. After that, a part of me had been ready to just give in and die. But I hadn't given up. Thomas Zane had reached me. I had run across a nightmarish landscape following a signal from him. He kept telling me I was sinking, going too deep. I wasn't sure if he meant the dark place or insanity. Perhaps they were one and the same.
That's actually kind of funny.
Hey, nice job, Al. So, you really are nuts, huh? Let's face it, we always knew this was coming.
I guess, but I actually feel pretty rational, all things considered.
Crazy people don't know they're crazy. That's where they're crazy. Hey, check out the light show behind the lodge.
That's Zane's light.
Yeah, you're done sinking now. That means he's just about caught up with you. You better go talk to him.
Are you wanting me to take your wheels for a spin? Nice car. Mind if I take it for a spin?
Lots of fireworks here. Nice.
Wake heard the old gods play. Music came out all wrong. It attracted the horrors.
Oh, hell yeah! Remember this, Al?
This is still sick.
Music screeched and boomed around Wake as the monsters attacked.
busy not dying over here. Oh, always melodrama.
Also, by the way, I will say I love the idea of like a nightmare that you're like unintentionally making for yourself, because it is how nightmares work. Like you made the nightmare.
Lots of fireworks here. Nice.
Wake heard the old gods play. Music came out all wrong. It attracted the horrors.
Wait, aren't I on easy mode? Why is this not easy? Oh my god, how much harder would this be on hard? I was wondering how I was alive for so long. Yeah, that would have done so much more damage. Dude, it's nice to feel powerful. Ow. My goodness gracious. It just feels though that should not have happened.
Lots of fireworks here. Nice.
Wake heard the old gods play. Music came out all wrong. It attracted the horrors.
Oh, hell yeah. Remember this, Al?
Okay, so also I just realized part of the gag was that, like, yeah, whatever that is, the fireworks kind of make sound like footsteps. So you can't like hear people running behind you. I know, Barry. Wait, maybe I should take a detour in my own mind. I don't know, there's definitely a part where you can like go a different way. You gotta check, you never know what kind of secrets the game is hiding from you.
See, Al? This is classic you. Always making things complicated.
This is just a memory.
Even your memories are complicated. Yeah. So, I guess you're gonna need to talk to Zane out there now that he's actually here. I'm just gonna, you know, let you non-imaginary people talk in peace.
You're not coming?
Nah, that was a crutch. Hey, you're moving up in the world, buddy.
Aww.
Zane.
You have done well, Alan. Now I can accompany you. You are trapped in your own dream. You must wake yourself up, but first, you have to reach yourself.
The cabin.
Yes, my cabin. It will not be easy. Your previous work can help you. I still have some pages of your manuscript left. Words like that have power here.
Oh yeah, the lighthouse.
It's very appropriate. I can help you reach it. But after that, you will be on your own. I cannot enter the cabin now. The Dark Presence made sure of that on our last encounter. You are facing yourself, the parts of your mind that are hard to control. This is not a fight anyone else can win for you.
Oh. Well.
I was glad to have Zane with me in this place. He knew the terrain, such as it was, but a part of me wondered if he was even human anymore, after so many years in this place.
Okay, so Thomas Zane was a real guy. Oh, yeah, I think that might be it. Is that Alan Wake heard about this guy, he saw his books.
It was turning upside down. Wake was lost. He would fall. Whoa! He couldn't tell which way was up. He would die and torn apart by the whirlwind. The weight was too high. Too high! At this height, the water would be like hitting concrete.
You can't want me dead this bad.
Storm was coming! It would throw him off! The storm spun him around. It was made of darkness. He'd seen what it could do. It swept everything away.
I would have to make my way through the swirling madness. It reminded me of the Dark Presence, just another memory, but it could still kill me. Things are getting pretty crazy, Jose.
It's to be expected. You are struggling to reclaim yourself. The landscape reflects that strain, but each step takes you closer. If you persevere, you can attain the lucidity that fends off the darkness.
Now that I knew what I was facing, the environment became even wilder and stranger. Like it was no longer even bothering to pretend that things were normal.
Okay. Oh. It'd be really funny if you could do it from here. Wow. That's a lot of flares. Oh. That's the right way. Oh, maybe this is the right way. I actually thought the TVs were the right way. Where did that guy even come from? Doesn't he know it's rude to embarrass me and make me look like a bad gamer? It's messed up to do that to someone.
Blake was forced to run through a maze, hopelessly sprinting in the wheel, never getting anywhere. His life in miniature. It was useless.
Oh, now what?
Ooh, nice photos. Oh, it's a Ferris wheel. Oh, that or like just a very odd train type rider. A-K-K-E. Oh. Is that really the right way?
Mr. Wade, can I help you with anything?
Let's have a look at your head, Mr. Wade.
Damn it, I said please! Please, more light!
Oh, that was a trap. I should have looked down. Oh, that wasn't the right way. Oh, I get it now.
Sure, why not? Next stop, sanity.
You're doing well. Keep going.
It's hard to make sense of this place.
It's a dream. This is a vast place, home to forces and beings that are completely alien.
The Dark Presence.
Yes. I don't know what happened to it after your final encounter.
Is there any way out of here?
Sometimes transmissions can be sent between worlds. You've done this yourself. But to actually leave the dark place, I haven't found a way.
Dang.
Stucky's gas station. Not something I particularly wanted to see, but obviously I wasn't the one in the driver's seat.
Another memory made real. Wake would never make it. The insanity he was facing was already a part of it, in him. His own doing. He couldn't possibly win. He didn't even want to.
At least the lighthouse was much closer now. I would have to make my way up there somehow.
Alright, I'm actually struggling to stay awake, so I'm running on pure gamer instinct here. Because I was like, wire? I feel like you have to do that. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna connect this to something. And then I was right. Alright, lovely. I don't think, did they not do collectibles on this one? Because I gotta say, 10 out of 10. You'll love to see it.
The part of you that is in control is in the cabin, dreaming and insane.
I don't think I like that.
You represent the part of Alan Wake that is capable of rational thought and planning, which is why I'm talking to you. If that part can regain control, then you have a chance of making it. But a part of you wants to give in. There's comfort in the oblivion of dreams. You represent the part that isn't ready to quit and die.
Wait, are you telling me I'm not real?
You're as real as anything else in this place.
So there are two of me?
Yes.
And the one you called Mr. Scratch, he's me as well?
No.
Zane, are you playing some kind of game with me?
I am not the author of your story.
How can you say that when you wrote that page about me and the clicker? It wasn't one of my pages. You directed me to it. You had Weaver guard it.
Yes, she was needed. And you needed the clicker. But I'm not.
What? I don't understand.
Alan, you should keep going.
Zane? Zane, come on!
Well, that cleared things up.
Wow, trouble in paradise, huh? I was waiting for somebody.
Bridge rose in the unnatural wind. It was heralding the enemy's arrival. Wait wouldn't leave this place alive.
That was amazing. With style and grace, Alan Wake makes his descent.
The unnatural wind. It was heralding the enemy's arrival. Wait wouldn't leave this place alive.
A moment. I can help you here.
How the hell are you doing that?
It's like learning to control your dreams. There's a connection.
You were in my dream.
Yes, I taught you. You fixed the foolish mistake I made with Barbara.
Wake ran for the light. It was pointless. He would never reach it. His life would be snuffed out just as easily as the very thing he thought would save him.
Oh,
Even
man.
with the light gone, all I could do was keep going.
Yeah, I kind of hope that this is like nearing the end. I don't know. I don't want it to be like super short, but I also don't want it to be super long. I don't want to find out what happens. This is actually getting interesting.
You have a lot of problems, Alan.
Hey, this guy, he's back. Finally, some psychoanalyzation.
Since we're being so frank here, Alan, and let me just reiterate how happy I am that you've had this breakthrough, I would like to summarize your condition.
By all means.
And please, just let me know if you think I'm being unfair.
All right.
Well, let's start with the obvious. The car crash. Untreated head trauma. All due respect to Doc Nelson, but he's hardly a neurosurgeon. I think that the injury has affected you more than you realize.
Yeah, I have had bad headaches.
Then there's your history of substance abuse, which, combined with your chronic insomnia, has resulted in hallucinations and extremely poor impulse control. That's a dangerous combination, one which your wife has unfortunately had to suffer from far more than you.
I know she has.
I don't think I'm exaggerating when I say that you are existing in a state of all-encompassing denial. Your vivid fantasy casts you as a heroic victim and allows you to skirt responsibility for your own actions. It allows you to solve your imaginary problems and dismiss the things that truly trouble you. In your self-serving delusions, your personal problems are assets that allow you to save Alice, perhaps even the world.
Dr. Hartman, I think that's spot on. I can't argue with any of that.
Well, I'm sure I'm stating the obvious. I don't want to labor the point, but, well,
No, I understand. It's important that I face it.
Precisely, Alan. You've put so much effort and imagination into this self-deception, but what good has it really done for you? You refused my offer of help, and here you are. Did being so obdurate really get you to a better place?
No.
No. And did it really help Alice? Was this really the best thing for your wife?
Probably not.
Probably not. Why don't we find out? You know, I've been talking with her. There's something she wanted you to hear.
Oh, hey. That sounds like fun.
All I ever wanted was to help you, Alan. I ate all the shit you handed out and tried to understand your pathetic, wealthy white male drama until my life consisted of managing your never-ending crisis. I hate you for your childish temper and the arrogance and self-indulgent pride that undermine all efforts to drag you out of the hole you insisted on digging for yourself.
I hate you for leaving me in the dark with that insane monster bitch! All you had to do was act like a loving human being for once in your life and stay with me. If your dramatic exit hadn't been more important than making sure I was all right, she would never have taken me. I don't know where you went, but that's okay. I don't want to know. I don't think I'll ever be all right. The only thing that keeps me from killing myself is the hope that I'll never see you again.
Damn.
Ouch.
Real but true.
I just can't argue with that. I think I should stay here before I ruin what life she has left.
I think this is a breakthrough, Alan. I'm really very proud of you.
Wow. Huh, does that say Alan Wake or... Oh no, Alice Wake. Okay.
It was nonsense. I knew I had saved her. I'd succeeded in that, and that was all that mattered. What I heard in there wasn't the truth. It was just another toxic mirage. It cut deep, but that made me all the more determined to force myself to snap out of it. I didn't want to be that guy anymore. I had to make myself see the light.
Alright. I like that.
Oh, jeez!
Well done. You have come far, but there's still a little further to go. You must take full control of your own mind. Reject all of the fantasies you have constructed.
Yeah,
But
well,
I like my
think I can do that.
fantasies.
A lot of the stuff I've seen here is personal and ugly as hell. I'll admit it hurts, but it's not fooling me. I know it's fake.
Good. You are aware. The part of you bent on self-destruction is not. But you must be careful. Just because you know the lies for what they are, that doesn't make the danger any less real.
I'll make it. I don't have any choice.
Here. I cannot come any further, but this will help you on your way.
Thanks, I guess.
Always with the manuscript.
Hey, let me tell you something, Alan. I know how your mind works. You screw up, then you start analyzing it, and before you know it, you start writing all these horror stories in your head. Don't you?
Come on, I don't do that.
Yes, you do. I know how it goes. You're a complete failure. I hate you and I'll never forgive you for whatever it was that you did. Am I wrong?
Oh, man.
See? I know you. But Alan, it's all in your head. It is. I love you, and I'm not going anywhere.
Damn.
They kept coming. There were too many of them. Hordes and hordes of them, swarming over the landscape, eager to kill. They were coming for Wake, and this time they would get him with sheer numbers.
Oh, I finally made it to the lighthouse. Nice.
The lighthouse. I was relieved to have made it here, but I wasn't sure what was going to happen now. Zane had left me. I wasn't sure what the Dark Presence had done to him if he couldn't follow, but from now on, I was on my own. Still, he had gotten me this far. I would never have made it by myself. This thing was going to end. It wouldn't be long now.
Oh.
I was surprised by the change of scenery, but not much. I was starting to understand the symbolism, the way the dark place flowed.
Wow. It's gorgeous, Alan.
It's something, all right.
Hey, Al. Feeling kinda depressed here.
What?
So Zane's your new buddy now. I feel abandoned.
This is ridiculous. You're not even real.
That doesn't mean I don't have any feelings. Thing is, you need to get all rational here. Abandon your fantasies, right? Well, I kinda hate to say this, pal, but I'm one.
Fine. You're abandoned. Bye.
Al, what I'm saying is the only way you're getting in that cabin is through me. It's one of those kill your darlings things. But hell, you're used to that, big shot writer. Am I right?
It was in everything. It was even taking the people Wake knew, turning his friends against him. They were all against him.
What does it say about you when you're this desperate to keep yourself from getting better? Here we go! I'm earning the 50% commission. It's great that you first make yourself an imaginary friend, and then you can't even get along with that guy. Equal skills, Al. You're a master. Let's crack that writer's block of yours, Alan! You're a modern master of crime fiction, an expert on dark alleyways, and a master of substance abuse. That's the best part! This has hit your treatment! Control of a people on crack. It's very enriching. I have several lawyers on speed dial just because I never know when you'll get in trouble again. You know what kind of people need that? Gangsters and assholes. And you're not a gangster. Because they make money all the time. Hey, you want to throw a hissy fit? Ego couldn't take it, and because of that, you almost got me killed a dozen times over. Patience here. Driving me nuts.
Alright, here we go. Finally made it. I killed my darlings, which Barry is a real darling man. What do you think is happening to you, buddy?
Where am I? I can't find my way. Why is this happening to me? I can't find my way. It's too dark. Why is this happening to me?
Just like that, my mind was clear. Zane had been right. I could think clearly again. But I couldn't survive in this place the way he had, and I might not make it back a second time. Leaving this place would be hard. Maybe impossible. It wouldn't take much for my thoughts to stray again. It was too easy to get lost in the dark place. Before, I was ready to curl up and die. Let myself slip away. But here I was. The yet unwritten future waiting to unfold before me. A sequel to Departure. My name is Alan Wake, and I'm a writer.
Wow, that's the end, huh? Big old tease of he's gonna write himself out of this one. Which is pretty funny. This is sick. Alright. Is this going to be another copyrighted song, more likely than not? Maybe. I don't know, this feels like in-game music. But yeah, it was pretty enjoyable. I kind of liked it. PC version? This isn't the PC version. Why are you showing me these credits? Nah, it's fine. Oh, okay. Matthew Porota. Okay. James McCaffrey? The diver Alex Case. Oh, okay. It's a different guy voiced Zane, so maybe he is a different guy. Mark Blum. Mark Blum is in this game? I didn't get to see who he was playing. Oh no, I'm thinking of Steve Blum. Who's Mark Blum? Ah. Interesting. Ah. The Poets and the Muse. Children of the Elder God. Coconut. Hmm. In Dreams. Air Kissin'. Up Jumped the Devil. Shady Grove. The Beaten Side of Town. Haunted. How Can I Be Sure? Electrica Cadente? Black Knight. Backbone. Young Men Dead. War. Space Oddity, performed by David Bowie. No, I don't remember. The Darkest Star. Mm-mm. The Sudden Stop, written by Alan Wake. Departure, written by Alan Wake. Nice. Alan Wake's journey through the night will continue. Yeah, in literally 13 years. 13 years, man. If you played this game as a 10-year-old, you would be 23 when the next game came out. Which is funny, because I was 9 when this game came out, and I'm 23 now. Alright. Well, thanks for watching. It's been fun.